Guys, you want to know what? There's something strange about this because people said that we live in, and of course, with the history of this state, that is pretty racist. But in the last few days, I noticed that my really pleasant encounters have been with people who weren't dark brown like me. And actually, I had to do something like hold the door open for a black woman for her to change her attitude towards me. She might not have been having a good day, I don't know, but I noticed it seemed like the black people up here in Oregon are a lot more hating toward, like, they have some hatred towards each other more than people that are not black. And I just say that because there's various different ethnicities, and that's a serious problem. Because it's almost like they, in a way, don't have to worry about trying to be working too hard to be racist because the programming has already successfully done it to make, I guess, black people hate themselves in a way that it projects onto other black people now. And then I get some of it, though, because another black guy told me he don't like hanging around niggas because how they act, and they don't know how to act in certain situations, which is kind of true. Like, some of them don't know how to act. Just like somebody made a video talking about why crumble cookie, that place. My sister tried it before. She's the one who got onto that because of one of her friends. But I don't think I really tried crumble cookie. I don't remember ever trying it, but that was her thing because of her friends. But they even said the reason why they don't show black people on there is because somebody says because they tell the truth how they feel. But they don't like it. Like, people were making like detestable faces towards that food, except for one woman on the video. I remember, like, it's two women. They both were chewing, but they're the ones, they didn't have like a horrid reaction like bleh! Like it was just absolutely disgusting. It was the last two ladies at the end of that video. But I kind of feel bad about that because it's a shame that in a racist state, and it's supposed to be racist at least, but it seemed like it's more, and trust me, there's still some that are, that act like that are discriminatory towards black people, because I just don't take them seriously. And if they act stupid, however they need to be checked, whether it's me just being polite to them and walking away, or me giving back that same energy that they're giving to me, depending on how I feel that day and what the situation is that is at hand. But usually I just get away for those people because they stupid anyways, how they be acting. Just because somebody black coming out, you start acting a fool. but but it's worse when other black people, it's like when my day goes well, even though of course they still, I'm not saying that I don't have interactions where I see that some people are acting a certain way, like discriminatory unnecessarily, because it just, I guess their programming since they grew up and they don't like niggas and blah blah blah. But it's worse when it seems like throughout the whole day and numerous days throughout the week, it is mostly non-black people that's being more respectful and polite, and the black people are the ones you're getting the attitudes from. That don't make no sense. I don't understand that. I'm going to say I don't understand that. I don't comprehend that at all. I don't understand. I know it's overstand, but I say I understand. It's a shame, and I kind of feel sad about that, but it is what it is, and I shouldn't even be having to say that. I shouldn't even be having to have that experience. No black people shouldn't even be having to have that experience, like, of another black person, or what they call black, having an experience towards another. Like, they shouldn't be having that experience where it's more black people being rude and acting like they're the racist white people instead of a majority of the white people. If it was 50% out of 100%, I'm going to say, well, that's not a good ratio that I was about to do, but I was just going to say 1 out of 10 black people might be polite and have a good attitude towards you versus 5 or more out of 10 white people will have a better attitude towards you if as a black person, and especially me as a black woman or and other black women. I don't know how the other black women, I'm just knowing my experience, me as a black woman, because since it seemed like we're the lowest on the totem pole as far as society goes with the ethnicity stuff, like the treatment, the mistreatment of black people. It seems like the black woman is on the lowest of the low. That's not funny. I'm just thinking about how dumb that is, because I see it in a different way. My perspective is different about why that is. So, yeah. Anyways, it's just crazy though that, because I went to the bank today, and some other stuff was happening, like other places I went, and I noticed that most of my positive interactions were with people that were respectful and polite and professional, was people who were non-black people. That's a shame. Oh my gosh. And then I had only one encounter with one black man, but I was polite to him first to get a polite reaction out of him. That's usually how it goes, and it's really a shame. So I don't know if it's possible we could work on that, possibly. I know it's going to take some work though, because like a Hispanic lady told me, she saw a black man that she was dating letting a bunch of white people call him, say the N-word with the full N-word, you know, full, and the slang version around him. And he said it was okay. In a way, I kind of get where he's coming from, but I see why she's saying that, because it shouldn't be allowed. Because I don't see normal, regular, casual white people walking down the street saying, "Hey, what's up, my nigga?" or "What's up, nigga?" They're not saying that. And even when I see them walking out in public, they don't. If any one of my friends or my sister's friends that were non-black have never felt the need, or they, basically what I'm trying to get at is that I feel like they were projecting onto him like how he felt about himself and what he allowed them to do, which was not good. So I'm just sad about that, but not like I'm finna be going in a corner and crying. It's just like, it's unfortunate. It's that way. And in a mostly racist state, or the history was like where they said in Seattle or somewhere, Vancouver or somewhere, was where the KKK, and people be saying it like it's so. I get it though, because back then black people weren't sticking together to go against the KKK, and yeah, they were scared because of their programming of their minds. So I understand why it's so horrifying, but I don't have that mindset. I'm thankful to God that I don't have that mindset, that I need to be afraid of them. But yeah. Anyways, it's just a shame that I wish that we could come together, but it's also a shame. No, it's not a shame that I wish that we could come together. It just kind of, I hope that more African American or black people can do more healing, where if we are in a racist state, that more of us can be polite to each other. Because it seemed like only the hood mugs that don't really like each other be polite with each other. If they see them in private, they don't really like each other. They be plotting behind their backs and be like, "Oh man, F that man, F that Negro," and stuff like that. But I'd be like, the way you just went up and gave him like a dap hug, you will think that they was the best friends ever. I seen that too much up here. So I be seeing, that's why, and because of seeing that, that's why I get it when some other people who think like I do, other black people who think like I do, we don't really hang out with other black people, because we know that's how they feeling. Or we see how they be fake, and then they plotting for your downfall. I seen it happen too many times, and there's like been 3 men that came and told that, and I knew them at different times, about how they were at each other's necks trying to make sure the next one didn't make it. And they were doing the same thing. They could have worked together and became like an empire, or an umpire, how some people say it. They could have worked together and became like a powerful structure, a business. But they don't want to do that. They want to have all the glory themselves. They don't know how to work together first, and then you can branch out, like branch off and make your own solo companies. But maybe you guys can be like, you can be a solopreneur later and work together. But anyways, I know some different stories about some stuff happening, and it's just sad. I feel like I wasted time sitting here talking about it, because that's not going to do anything about it, but it's just like a rant, like how I feel about it. Because I notice if I do have a good day and I have positive interactions with people, majority of those positive interactions come more from white people. And when another black person, especially it doesn't matter the gender, because I saw it today. They either give you this look and then they go the other direction with a closed mouth. They don't even have to look your direction, but they make sure you look at them, and you see them looking at you, and then they give you this nasty face and then turn and go somewhere else. I'm like, are you kidding me? But then you can see a random white person that might even look like they might be kind of racist, but they give you a smile or be polite to you at least, even if they looking at you. That don't make no sense. Oh my gosh. And I'm not talking about the fake smiles. Some of them be fake, but at least they ain't giving you no nasty like, ooh, I can't stand you. For no reason. You just saw me. You just saw me standing there. Only one black lady was polite today because I held the door open for her, so it can cheer her up to feel like some black people, some other black ladies out here, we do care about being respectful to you other black ladies. We're not trying to be a hater and be rude to you, seeing you come and let the door just close, so you, like, just to show like we don't give a F about you. I don't like when people do stuff like that, but that's how some people are. But I'm not like that. Unless you want to be an a-hole to me, sometimes I'll be an a-hole right back to you, or I'll just let it go depending on how I feel. Okay, let me get off here, guys. Sorry I talked too much. Bye-bye.